So it says, stumbled upon an amazing site in the Indian niche, which is not so old and built on a government expired domain, mpnrc.org. What's fantastic is they are ranking on any topic on page one and has 8 million visitors. My question to me specifically, not you, Nick, um, is have you ever come across this kind of backlink and expired domain profile which ranks instantly? Um, so we haven't really looked at it yet, but I will say, yeah, people do it all the time. There's actually someone in a niche that we're very familiar with that they basically they took a site that's in a super generalized version of the niche. It's a very powerful domain with a very, very, very spammy backlink profile. And they are ranking like crazy right now. They have so much traffic, it's just insane. And they've been there for months now. I think you might know the one I'm talking about, Nick.
I'm not 100
Um,
right now. I was trying to think about it.
it starts with an I.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, the site's killing it right now. It's just a kind of a matter of, is it going to be killing it for a long time, or and then how much money was spent on it and how much money can they make in the time that site could potentially go down, right? Let's go ahead and check out the site.
Yeah, it's nice because we can actually run through Ahrefs on this.
Oh yeah, we can do it
hmm
actually on screen, huh?
Yeah, just
Well, that means you're not going to be able to see it though,
that's fine.
because of the way we do the screen share. Or I could do it on both screens, I guess.
That too.
Oh man, that's ghetto. That'll do it. All right.
Yeah, it's a nice old site alone.
All right, sorry, give me 1 second. I'll share the stream. You can see it good. Okay, so yeah, looking at it, it's got a DR 49, which actually is pretty low considering it's got almost 10K referring domains, right?
hmm
But yeah, man, look at this traffic, 7.5 million organic keywords, 800K. Looks like the referring domains have just skyrocketed this year. Let's see what's going on here. Organic traffic. Yeah. I mean, this is just, I guess I got to do it on your screen as well so you can see it,
It's all
huh?
right. I'm listening to what you're doing. It's fine.
Um, so yeah, I was just looking at the organic traffic. So basically,
Did he
yeah,
say
it's
this?
pretty,
He thought this was an age domain? Because it looks like a pretty new domain to me.
let's see the question. Stumbled upon an amazing Indian
Yeah,
site.
expired
Not so,
domain.
so it's not so old, built on government expired domain.
Hmm. Well, I don't
But if it was
understand why it doesn't have any
expired,
history. Or if it was
yeah,
expired, then it must have been given away or dropped really quickly.
yeah. So
I
yeah.
guess we could throw it in archive.org and maybe see, but
So usually if it's an expired domain, right, it's got some. I'm checking out
history.
the organic search history. I mean, you would see
hmm
some more stuff
Something in there.
in
Yeah.
here, right? All this
Unless it was
activity.
from
Unless it's just
way
like
back.
really low. Oh, it is. Look, the line's just so low because it's only like 10,000 traffic, right? Now they've got almost
Okay.
10 million, so it's
Million,
just like a
right?
blip on the radar.
It's crazy.
You just can't even
Nice.
see it.
Well
Um,
done. Well done.
so yeah, I mean, before we had looked and you had seen, I'm going back to the backlink profile. Backlink profile, here we go. Um, so yeah, you can see like over time here, um, they only had like 10, so 15 referring domains, 20 referring domains, 50 referring domains. So less than 100 referring domains for years, right? And then, starting on May 1st, they just started going crazy adding domains, right?
hmm
Adding backlinks. Now they have almost 10,000. So yeah, it's an expired domain, but just looking at it really quickly, it seems like the real the real cause of their rankings is probably this 10,000 referring domains right here, maybe some nice authority, natural authority that was built beforehand.
Well, it might have had authority just like on a small level to where you could, manipulate the backlink profile really quickly, but it's already got that trust flow
Yeah, yeah,
and never really
exactly.
like, was dropped out of the SERPs or something,
Hmm.
and boom, it's like if it was an old government website, then it had extreme trust flow going to it, and whoever's manipulating the backlink data now just yeah, they're onto something really good.
Yeah, so basically, the site's already there. The site's, if it's a government website, it probably has some pretty authoritative backlinks, right? Some real trustworthy backlinks and stuff. It's already kind of established itself. Google knows what's up with it, and then bam, they take over and they just start hammering it with more links and adding probably a ton of content, right? Let's see what the size of the site is. So, actually, I'm just going to pull it up over here.
1,600 pages.
So yeah, I just did a site colon and then the website's URL just to see how many pages are rankings. It got about 1,600 URLs, which is a pretty good size site, pretty large site. Um, what do you want to look at? Do you want to look at more stuff, Nick, or
No, I mean that's well, anchors maybe, backlinks, see what kind of
yeah?
stuff they're doing, how aggressive they're being, and then we can go ahead and take a guess as to whether, it's going to last or not.
So here's anchor to. Oops, I did the. I don't like this one. Going back to the old anchors. And sorry, I'm doing this on two screens at the same time so that because I can only share one screen with Nick as we're doing the stream. So um,
Bitcoin to 50,000.
yeah, so we see some URL stuff, some miscellaneous anchors. We got scholarship stuff right here. We don't like seeing scholarship stuff, but um, the
If
thing
it's the right
is,
site, you can use it.
is like look at this, Nick. Even like the at the very top of the list. So 79 referring domains have this one anchor. So basically, it's at still less than 1% of its referring domains
Hmm.
with this natural anchor text. Um, so basically all these 10,000 links that they're adding, they're all using what looks like to be completely different anchors.
Hmm. Yeah, doing pretty good at anchor diversity, even though I'm willing to bet check the details on those and then the snippets.
Some
Um,
on my other screen, I was kind of like looking through just pages of them, seeing like what
yeah.
exactly.
What kind of links are they?
Um, Honestly, a lot of it kind of just looks like potential Web 2.0 spam. They're like these really long anchor texts that are all like real similar.
Yeah, but so if you click on
Yeah,
details
yeah.
and then,
I was just kind of let me go find one real quick. Um, they're blog spots. Yeah. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and check out the backlinks. I'll put it on your screen as well so you can see it. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Um, So yeah, right at the top here, this is some of the better links that Ahrefs is showing us right here at the top. You see, looks to be some like you know, some nice like kind of authoritative like Indian links, edu link, um, some government links.
this site's currently being, we haven't even looked at the site itself, but I think it's currently being used for, medical niche information, correct?
Yeah, I didn't even really look at it yet.
So if so, then it's in the right niche for, recruitment.
So news, recruitment, and counseling, home news, education news, entertainment. It's like they're doing a bunch of
Hmm.
different stuff. Not on the
Yeah,
screen.
okay. All right. So I mean, still like a generalized concept of recruitment and counseling. Um, the link profile, I think, will stand for the niche that this is currently in.
I guess that's a bunch of kind of yeah, Indian related
Job stuff, right?
and news, jobs, health, tech, all kind of like Indian related news.
Wonder how it's monetized. PUBG for PC download. So
I
yeah,
mean,
pretty
yeah, they could
random.
just be getting traffic and hitting it with ads, right? I don't really see
That's what I
anything.
would think, but I don't see any of those. A lot of times, these massive Indian sites with tons of traffic, yeah, are running AdSense on them, and that's predominantly what I've seen a lot of
I
them
also have
do.
ad blocker though.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll inhibit.
Does the ad blocker work when you do incognito?
I don't know, actually.
Here we go. There's the ads. Yeah, so definitely running ads on it. So I guess just a ton of traffic with ads, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wish I knew what it was making. That'd be kind of cool to know.
Going back and I'm kind of looking at, I guess the best way to do this would be for you just to kind of look at it yourself as well, Nick. It's kind of hard to do it on two screens at once.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. Just do it over there and just kind of relay it. But I think overall, like, I mean, it makes sense. The thing is, well, let me see one thing, I guess, real quick.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going through. There's a bunch of like Indian stuff mixed in here. Blog spots, of course. I wonder how much is like 301.
Yeah, so if you check the last checked backlinks, of course, we're getting a ton of Blogspot. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
as far as I can go, it's Blogspot. But again, we talked about this. It could just be that these have always existed.
Yeah, they're getting a
Well,
ton.
no, they haven't, because here's a date, January 30th, 2021, crawled August 21.
On some
So
days, they're
no,
getting more than
we've got some new
500
stuff.
Blogspot links.
Yep, but it's almost all Blogspot Web 2.0. There's some better links coming in too, but predominantly Blogspot, right?
Mm-hmm.
With these long anchors,
Mm-hmm.
etc. And so, based on this, if I'm watching this, and I have to assume, right, because we don't know the owner of this website, if they're the ones doing this hypothetically, or they're not running a backlinking campaign and this is just happening through some other way, which we've seen a lot, then I would say it's probably not sustainable. I think it's probably a really cool, and I'm glad whoever shared it in our group, because it shows the potential weight of a expired government style website to have, that you can kind of use to your advantage when creating something new. And it'll be exciting to watch this site and see how long it can keep this up. If we look at it from overview standpoint, it had its heyday July, where it was up to almost 20 million organic traffic according to Ahrefs, then dropped back down to it's 7.5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, if you look at organic keywords, they're continually on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe as this, engages and spreads a bit more, it'll get back to some traffic terms that could potentially
Yeah,
add up to,
I would say it still
20, 30
looks. I would say it still
million.
looks real healthy.
Yeah.
Real healthy.
And it's been doing it, but granted, it's very new, right? All of this jump started in
Yeah,
May,
yeah,
end of May.
definitely.
So,
What do you
we're spiking, but
what do you think about kind of not so natural link building practices on being used on foreign sites. I don't really have much experience with foreign stuff,
So
but my understanding of it is you
yeah,
can actually get away with quite a bit more.
yeah. So we don't have much experience in that, but from a lot of the people I know that do foreign SEO, yeah, they are having success being quite a bit spammier. Um, in different locations.
Mhm.
And maybe that's just due to, Google kind of lagging behind as far as language barrier, like development, et cetera, within their
Yeah.
systems. But it seems to work overseas quite a bit better than it does, English
Yeah, I think
language.
it's just hard. Basically, the algorithm is kind of fine-tuned for English, right?
Mhm.
Where it's harder for it to really
Or
dissect. It doesn't.
major languages wherever it, has like a, a serious outpost, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, so to me, just looking through the backlinks just looks like basically it looks like a lot of like Blogspot spam mixed in with probably some like super cheap, like kind of like guest post type spam.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Yeah, and another thing, yeah, agreed. Another thing to consider is, in different geographic locations, there's different competition as well. Um, so you're in having less competition, you can manipulate a little bit better because the fine tuning isn't there via the other websites either. Um, and in a metro, and I say metro, in a location like India, we're dealing with like 1 billion people in certain geographic regions.
Hmm. I'm just looking at one more thing real quick. I'm back in looking at the backlinks and kind of checking out the authority. And it looks like, so they've got literally, if you do one link per domain, they've got 175 pages of backlinks to look at, right?
Hmm.
And by the bottom of page two, I've sorted by DR, and by the bottom of page two, we're already down to DR 34.
Hmm.
So basically,
Yeah,
you've
so
got
there's a huge shift.
200 pages of backlinks below DR 34. The extreme overwhelming majority of these backlinks are low authority backlinks, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's working.
it goes to show a lot of the yeah, people freak out about all different types of things. Well, this is a prime example of something that you can do. Now again, longevity wise, I don't know. But it's all about ROI really. So if they did this, they bought the expired domain, let's say even like for $500, and then just did a bunch of cheap kind of spammy tactics backlinking wise and then spent money on content, this thing could really be highly profitable even if it dies within 6 months.
And again, just to kind of back on the DR thing, I'm on page 7 now, which is, we're not even to page 10 out of 175 pages, and we're down to DR 8. It's like
Hmm.
the absolute overwhelming majority of these links are very, 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 very low authority.
Right.
Um, but yeah, that's just we were talking about earlier how the a lot of SEO, I feel like kind of like a lot of like popular opinion has kind of like shifted towards this little bit more of like not totally white hat, but like just kind of a more of a white hat feel to it. Um, but yeah, I mean, we're looking at a 10, 20 million traffic site just now that is got a very, very, very unnatural backlink profile. And how much money do you think they're actually making, running AdSense
No
on a,
clue.
on a site with that much traffic?
No clue. No idea.
Yeah,
Couldn't
ads
tell you.
ads isn't something I really do. Um, I mean, I do it, but it's just not really my focus. Um, anyway, yeah, hopefully our kind of insight there uh, is useful to you. But yeah, it's very common for a site when you're thinking about building a powerful site, right? doesn't have to be this one specifically, but you got a domain with a ton of backlinks, a ton of power and authority behind it. What starts to happen is when you just add new content to the site, it's going to rank almost immediately, even for pretty high competition stuff, just depending on the power of the site itself. So when we talk about building the site's authority, this is what we're talking about. This is the way we like to build links. Not like that. That was a very low quality link building they've done there, and we don't really condone that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It'd be interesting to be able to purchase the same exact domain, right? Same backlink profile, and see how different the timeline and the graph lines would be if we did things our way versus them doing things their way. Because maybe they'd get a faster initial spike, but maybe come crashing down, but maybe not. And it's all it'd be interesting to be able to do. Unfortunately, once you buy an age domain, the variables are pretty much set within that domain, and it wouldn't be easy to try and replicate anything like that.
But yeah, like I was saying, build your website authority, and it's very normal for new content to rank very quickly for stuff. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.